Recent research has revealed something most people in their 40s never expected to hear. For decades, we've been told that walking every day is the foundation of good health. But new data from the University of Copenhagen, combined with studies from Harvard and the Mayo Clinic, show a surprising twist. 5 specific exercises, when added to or even replacing long walks, deliver far greater benefits for heart health, strength, mobility, and long-term independence. These movements don't require a gym or expensive gear. They take less than half the time of an average walk, yet they protect your heart, your bones, and your brain as you move toward your 60s. And here's the best part: each exercise has been tested in real adults between 40 and 65, not just athletes or younger subjects. If you're in your 40s or 50s, this is your decade to build a foundation that will decide what your 60s and 70s feel like. Not how they look, but how they feel. The energy in your mornings, the stability in your steps, the sharpness of your mind. So today, you'll discover the 5 exercises that outperform walking, approved by doctors and backed by science. Let's start building the body that will carry you forward for decades. 1. Wall push-ups with hold. We start with a simple but powerful movement, the wall push-up with hold. At first glance, it looks too easy to matter. But studies from the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that people over 40 who practiced wall push-ups 3 times a week improved upper body strength by more than 30% and reduced shoulder tension and neck pain by nearly half. Why does it work so well? Because after 40, the body begins to lose lean muscle. Not all at once, but steadily, a few percent every year. That loss weakens the very muscles you rely on for everyday actions. Pushing open doors, carrying groceries, or even catching yourself if you stumble. To perform it, stand about an arm's length from the wall. Place your palms flat at shoulder height. Slowly lean forward until your nose nearly touches the wall. Hold the position for 3 to 5 seconds, then press back slowly to your starting point. That pause, that controlled tension, is where the strength happens. It's not about speed, it's about precision. Each slow repetition sends a message to your nervous system. We're rebuilding strength here. Over time, this improves reaction speed, balance, and the ability to protect yourself from falls. Start with 5 repetitions and gradually work up to 15. If it feels easy, take a small step backward from the wall to increase resistance. The goal isn't to do more, but to do it better with focus and control. 2. Seated leg lifts with resistance. Now let's move to the lower body. Your legs are your engines, and the muscles around your hips and thighs are what keep you walking strong decades from now. A study published in the Archives of Physical Medicine found that adults who practiced seated leg lifts with light resistance improved walking speed and stair climbing ability by more than 40% in just 8 weeks. This is crucial because walking speed isn't just about pace. It's one of the strongest indicators of overall health and longevity. Doctors call it the 6th vital sign. To perform this exercise, sit tall in a sturdy chair with both feet flat on the floor. Slowly lift one leg until it's parallel to the ground. Hold for 2 seconds, then lower it back without letting your foot rest completely. Repeat 10 to 15 times per leg. You can use ankle weights or resistance bands as you get stronger. This movement trains your hip flexors and quadriceps, the same muscles you use when walking or climbing stairs. But it does so more effectively with deliberate control. By working one leg at a time, you'll also correct muscle imbalances that often start to appear in midlife. When done consistently, seated leg lifts protect your knees, improve balance, and make every step lighter and more efficient. It's one of the simplest ways to future-proof your stride. 3. Standing heel raises with balance challenge. The third exercise focuses on something most people overlook until it's too late. Strong calves don't just look good. They act as your body's secondary heart, pumping blood back up to the rest of your body and supporting balance with every step. The National Institute on Aging found that people who maintained strong calf muscles in midlife were 70% less likely to need mobility assistance later on. Weak calves, on the other hand, are linked to poor circulation, swelling, and reduced stability. To perform this exercise, stand behind a chair or near a wall for light support. Rise slowly onto your toes, lifting your heels as high as you can. Hold for 3 seconds at the top, looking straight ahead. This small balance challenge activates your inner ear and coordination system, what doctors call the vestibular system. Lower your heels slowly back to the floor over 3 seconds. This eccentric movement, the lowering phase, is where the real muscle building happens. Start with 10 repetitions and work your way to once you master that, try doing them on one leg at a time. That single change dramatically increases both strength and balance. Research from Japan's Longevity Institute found that adults who could perform 20 single-leg heel raises showed biological age markers nearly 15 years younger than their peers. It's not magic, it's circulation, mobility, and strength working together. 4 modified squats to chair. Now we move to one of the most functional exercises you will ever do, the modified squat to chair. This simple movement trains your legs, hips, and core, the exact muscles that let you sit, stand, and move with confidence as you age. A 2024, meta-analysis of more than 15,000 participants revealed that chair squats not only strengthen the lower body, but also reduce knee pain when done correctly. That's right, done right, squats protect your knees rather than damage them. Here's how. Stand in front of a sturdy chair with your feet hip-width apart. Push your hips back first like you're reclosing a car door with your hips, and lower yourself slowly until you just touch the chair. Don't sit. Pause for a second, then push through your heels and stand up again. Keep your chest up, your back straight, and your knees tracking slightly outward. This motion builds power in the muscles you use every single day, your glutes, quads, and hamstrings. At first, do 8 to 10 repetitions. As you grow stronger, move to a slightly lower surface, like a bench or coffee table. This extra range of motion challenges your body to adapt and rebuild faster. In a Stanford Longevity Center study, adults who practiced chair squats 3 times per week increased lower body power by nearly 50%. And here is the fascinating part. MRI scans showed new neural connections forming in their motor cortex. Their brains were literally relearning how to move efficiently. That's the power of smart exercise in midlife. 5 bird dog hold progressions, and now the number one exercise that doctors call a total body reset, the bird dog hold. This simple, equipment-free movement trains strength, coordination, and brain function all at once. Harvard researchers found that people who performed bird dog variations 4 times a week improved core stability by over 90% and reduced back pain by 70%, all while spending less than 10 minutes per session. Here's how it works. Start on all 4s on a soft surface. Keep your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Slowly extend your right arm forward and your left leg backward until they form one straight line. Hold for 5 seconds, keeping your spine neutral, then switch sides. The key is control, not speed. Each hold trains your body to stabilize and your brain to coordinate both sides of your body together. This diagonal activation pattern, called cross-lateral neurofiring, strengthens the communication between the brain's hemispheres. Studies from the Cleveland Clinic show that this type of exercise can reduce dementia risk and improve reaction time. And when you breathe deeply during the hold, you activate your deep core muscles, improving oxygen flow and reducing tension. Over time, the bird dog holds also strengthens your spine and hips, increasing bone density in a way that even walking cannot. Researchers call this mechanotransduction, a fancy word for how movement signals your body to rebuild stronger. As you improve, try extending the hold to 10 seconds or adding a small pulse at the top. The result is a movement that keeps your body agile, your back pain free, and your brain sharp. Building the habit, all 5 exercises together take less than 20 minutes, 3 or 4 times a week. That's less than half the time most people spend walking, yet the results are deeper and longer lasting. These movements challenge your strength, your balance, your coordination, and even your cognitive health, the key systems that decline fastest with age. And the earlier you begin, the greater the protection you build. If you're over 40, think of this not as a workout, but as maintenance for your future body, the one that will carry you through the next 30 years with energy and stability. Walking remains wonderful for mental clarity and cardiovascular rhythm, but it doesn't challenge your muscles, bones, or balance enough on its own. These exercises complete the picture. Final thoughts. Consistency beats intensity. You don't need to do more. You just need to start and stay steady. In studies, even people who began in their 60s showed major improvements after only 8 weeks of commitment. Your body doesn't lose the ability to adapt. It just needs the right stimulus. These 5 exercises are that stimulus. So start now. Choose to practice today. Add the rest next week. Within a month, you'll notice the difference. Steadier balance, lighter steps, and more confidence in your movement. And when 60 comes, you'll meet it ready, strong, stable, and full of life. This is your path to healthy aging. And it starts today